Shiva is one of the most important gods in Hinduism. He is part of the great trinity, the Trimurti. This trinity includes Brahma, the creator, and Vishnu, the preserver. Shiva's role is that of the destroyer, but this destruction is not a negative thing. It is not an end, but a transformation. Think of it like a forest fire. The fire burns old, dead trees. This makes space for new life to grow. Shiva's power clears away the old and the unnecessary. He destroys illusions and ignorance. This allows for new beginnings and spiritual growth. He is a god of paradoxes. He is both an ascetic who meditates alone in the mountains and a householder with a wife and children. Many stories show Shiva's complex nature. He is known as Mahadeva, the great god. He is also Bholanath, the simple one who is easily pleased. He wears a serpent around his neck, symbolizing his control over fear and death. The crescent moon on his head represents control over time. The river Ganga flows from his hair, a symbol of endless purification. His third eye on his forehead sees beyond the obvious. It can burn away anything that is not true. Shiva is not just a deity to be worshipped from afar. He represents the potential for change that exists within every single one of us. He shows us that we must let go of the old to welcome the new. Understanding Shiva is key to understanding his famous dance. He is not just a god who sits on a throne. He is active, he is dynamic, he is the energy that moves the universe. People see him as the ultimate masculine force, the Purusha. His consort, Parvati, is the ultimate feminine energy, the Prakriti. Together they represent the balance of all things. Shiva's stories are not just ancient tales, they are powerful metaphors for life's journey. They teach us about detachment, about facing our fears, and about the constant cycle of change that defines our existence. He is the calm within the storm and the storm itself. So when we talk about Shiva, we are talking about a powerful concept. We are talking about the force that breaks down old structures to create new ones. He is the master of yoga and meditation, showing the path to inner peace. He is also the lord of the dance, Nataraja, whose movements create and destroy entire universes. This image of a dancing god is unique and profound. It tells us that the universe is not static. It is constantly moving, constantly changing in a rhythmic, cosmic dance. Shiva is the source of this rhythm, the eternal dancer who invites us to join in the dance of life. The most famous of Shiva's dances is the Ananda Tandava. This means the dance of bliss. It is a cosmic performance that encapsulates the 5 principal manifestations of eternal energy. The story goes that Shiva performed this dance in a place called Chidambaram, which represents the center of the universe. This is not just a physical place, but also a space within the human heart. The dance is not just for the gods to see. It is a representation of the universe's functions. Creation, preservation, destruction, illusion, and liberation are all part of this incredible dance. Every movement, every gesture has a deep and powerful meaning that explains the very nature of existence itself. Imagine a powerful figure full of grace and energy. This is Shiva as Nataraja. He dances within a circle of flames. This fiery arch represents the cosmos and the endless cycle of birth and death. It also symbolizes the energy of consciousness, the light that illuminates everything. Shiva's dance is not chaotic, it is perfectly balanced and rhythmic. It is a vigorous dance, full of life, yet his face remains calm and serene. This shows his mastery over the powerful forces he controls. The dance reveals the delicate balance between the stillness of the soul and the constant motion of the material world. It is the ultimate expression of divine play, or Lila. The Ananda Tandava tells a story of cosmic order. It is said that this dance sustains the universe. If Shiva were to stop dancing, the universe would collapse into nothingness. The rhythm of his drum, the damaru, brings forth creation. It is the first sound, the vibration from which all things emerge. His raised hand shows protection, assuring us not to be afraid. Another hand points to his raised foot, which offers refuge and liberation from ignorance. The entire performance is a visual metaphor for the ongoing process of creation and destruction that happens every moment, everywhere in the cosmos. It is the heartbeat of the universe made visible. This dance is not just an ancient myth, it is a profound philosophy. It explains that everything in the universe is in a state of constant flux. Nothing is permanent. Stars are born and they die. Civilizations rise and they fall. Our own lives are a series of changes from childhood to old age. The Ananda Tandava teaches us to embrace this change, not to fear it. It is a dance of bliss because it recognizes that this cycle is natural and beautiful. By understanding this cosmic dance, we can learn to dance with the rhythm of life, finding peace and joy even in the midst of turmoil and transformation. The image of Nataraja, Shiva as the lord of the dance, is one of the most iconic symbols in Indian culture. Every part of the statue is rich with meaning. Nataraja is shown with 4 arms, each holding an object or making a gesture that has a specific purpose. In his upper right hand, he holds a small drum shaped like an hourglass, the Damaru. The sound of this drum is the sound of creation itself. It is the cosmic vibration that brings the universe into being. It symbolizes the principle of time and the rhythm of life, the constant pulse that underlies all existence. It is the sound that awakens us from ignorance. In his upper left hand, Nataraja holds a flame called Agni. This fire represents the power of destruction. It is the force that dissolves the universe when its time is over. This destruction is not an end, but a necessary part of the cycle. The flame burns away the veil of illusion, our attachments to the material world, and the ego that keeps us from realizing our true nature. The balance between the drum of creation and the fire of destruction shows the perfect equilibrium of life and death. Shiva holds both forces in his hands, showing that he is the master of both. He creates and he destroys, all as part of his divine play. Nataraja's lower right hand is raised in the Abhaya Mudra, a gesture of fearlessness. It says to the devotee, "Do not be afraid." It is a promise of protection and preservation. It assures us that in the midst of all the chaos and change in the world, there is a divine force that offers shelter and peace. The lower left hand points down toward his raised left foot. This gesture signifies the path to liberation or moksha. It tells us that by taking refuge at his feet, we can be freed from the cycle of rebirth and the suffering caused by ignorance. His serene face shows that even while engaged in this powerful dance, he is in a state of perfect calm and balance. Under his right foot, Nataraja is crushing a small dwarf-like figure. This is Apasmara, the demon of ignorance and ego. By trampling this demon, Shiva shows that he conquers the forces that lead us astray. He crushes the ego, but he does not kill it, because ignorance is also a necessary part of the universe, providing the contrast needed to seek knowledge. The entire sculpture of Nataraja is a beautiful summary of Hindu cosmology and philosophy. It is not just a piece of art, it is a sacred text in visual form, teaching us about the nature of reality and our place within it. The story of Shiva's cosmic dance is not just a tale from the past. It holds deep wisdom that is incredibly relevant for us today. We live in a world that is constantly changing at a rapid pace. Technology evolves, jobs disappear, and societies transform. It is easy to feel overwhelmed and anxious about this constant state of flux. The image of Nataraja teaches us to see change not as a threat, but as a natural and essential part of life. Just as Shiva dances, the universe is in perpetual motion. Resisting this flow is a source of suffering. The lesson is to learn to dance with the changes, to adapt and find our own rhythm within the larger cosmic dance. The dance of Shiva also teaches us about the importance of balance. He is both the creator and the destroyer. He is fierce and he is peaceful. He is an ascetic and a householder. This teaches us that life is full of dualities, light and shadow, joy and sorrow, success and failure. We often try to hold on to one and avoid the other, but Nataraja shows us that both are necessary parts of the whole. True wisdom lies in finding the balance point, the calm center within ourselves, just like the serene expression on Shiva's face amidst his vigorous dance. It encourages us to integrate all aspects of our lives, the good and the bad, into a harmonious whole. Furthermore, the symbolism of crushing the demon Apasmara is a powerful message for personal growth. The demon represents our ego, our ignorance, and our stubborn beliefs that hold us back. The dance teaches us that to achieve spiritual freedom and clarity, we must overcome our own ego. This doesn't mean destroying our sense of self, but rather controlling it, so it doesn't control us. It is a daily practice of humility, of being open to learning, and of letting go of the need to always be right. It is about recognizing that our limited perspective is not the whole truth. This is a journey towards self-awareness and inner peace. In conclusion, the cosmic dance of Shiva is a profound metaphor for life itself. It invites us to participate, not just to watch from the sidelines. It tells us that we are all part of this universal rhythm. By embracing change, seeking balance, and working to overcome our own inner demons, we can turn our life into a dance of bliss. The message of Nataraja is timeless. Find the stillness within the motion, find the joy within the change, and recognize the divine spark that animates all of existence. The dance is happening right now, within us and all around us. The only question is, are we ready to join in?